everyone. I hope everyone is doing great, and I hope my voice and video is good as well because yeah, you can see that this thing came out. It's called as mic windshield, it seems, and fine. I'm gonna do it myself and do something out of it. And I'm not sure how many people are there right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start the stream anyway because. A lot of people will be able to see it later as well, so that's considering that I'll just go ahead and start. So before anything, I'll also tell what all things that has been done so far and stuff like that. So I guess I need to open up everything because of the Hacktoberfest thing. There are like loads and loads of you know um, there are so many new projects I have been working on, so things have been pretty crazy. And for the day 9, we have got a lot of things that we will be doing. And so what we can do here is, let me share my screen, and someone please comment if there is anyone watching. Just tell me if you are able to see my screen now, and if everything is clear, like there, all these things clear, right? So let me have a look at the YouTube as well. So just to make sure everything is working fine. Yeah, I could see that there are two people, and anyone, would you like to just say hi or something like that? Anyone here? Okay, cool. So I believe it is working fine, and these are the things that we are going to work on today. So introduction to client-side routing using React, training React routers. Then we will be creating a route for the profile and dashboard. Okay, first thing, I don't even remember what exactly I did last time. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is, as usual, I'm gonna split the screen, client, server, two things. Okay, and then let's get into this one. This is the git thing, git fetch, git status, everything is full, perfect, nice. Okay, cool. So now what I'm gonna do is, in the client and server, so I'll first start the server because obviously you should be starting the server first, and then you would be starting the client. Okay, wow. So now for starting the client, before that I wanted to open the window. So npm start, let's wait for the magic to happen, and then let's go ahead. Cool. So if we just leave it like this, compile successfully, and we have got this one here. So let me zoom it into 150 percentage, and okay. Excellent. For people who are actually looking to connect with me on LinkedIn, I'm really sorry. My LinkedIn, they have blocked me from logging in for about like 1.5 hours so far from now. So I wouldn't be able to log in. And there are like so many pull requests that are coming in for the Hacktoberfest as well. So I'm just going to do the approval of pull requests as well. So there are like so many things going on. So I'm really sorry. In terms of this one, it is a bit crazy. So it's going on so far, and yeah. So that's something which I was trying to say. And apart from these things, let's continue working on the routers. Once we log in, let me see if I log in and see what exactly is happening here. And let me do something if that is possible. Hey, there is Vinay Kant. Hi, Vinay. Nice to meet you. Okay, so if I try to log in as my name, okay, logged in successfully, taking you to the dashboard. Okay, it is unverified account. Oh yes, we remember we also added our profile pictures and other things, right? So let me go to the JSON file and then try to get the verification hash. And I'm just going to try verifying it. Verification was successful. So I'm just going to log out, and it's automatically logging out. So if we go inside this, So this is what we have got so far, right? So now the reason why we have given here about routing and other things is because we need to do a React router part. So we can start with React router. So for that, what I will be using is there is something called as React training React router, and this has got the ultimate stuff. So I'll just send this link to everyone. Hey, Abhishek Singh is here. Hi, Abhishek. Okay, I guess the timing is a bad timing. Not many people are actually here. So is it a good idea to like change the timings or something like that? So that hey, Devraj is here. Hi, Devraj. Right. Okay. So we'll be using this React router. It is very simple to start with and use it. So what I'm going to do is I'll start with the IMRR shortcut here. So if I go to app.js, actually index.js in the client, I'm going to do IMRR. Oops. I'll be generally putting it right after the React DOM. So this is the browser router as a route. Okay, so what we will be doing here is we'll be using a router and then put the app inside that. Simple. So correct. It will not be working here. Damn. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do npm install react router DOM. So this will actually help me in getting the React router kind of a things inside this. So what I will be doing is once I install this, I'll be getting these two package.json file installed React router DOM. So since the reason why I'm installing just React router DOM is React router will get installed basically with React router DOM as well, because that's one of the dependencies for it. And I just added React router here. So, but before that, before even committing anything, I'm just going to do npm start to make sure everything works fine. So it takes some time to like compile, recompile, and run. So what you see here is the moment you see here, before React router was added in the components, these things will not be there. Browser router, router.provider, router.history provider, everything is here, and then your app comes. So this one was not there before, so we just made it that way and implemented React router DOM in our page. We can say like in the client app. So this way, since this is a client-side routing, the good part about us about this one will be how should I explain you? So if you are working with any kind of like a single page, this is actually a single page application, right? So in case if you are using something like GitHub pages for hosting or something like that, in that case, this is going to be helping a lot. So let's try to work on. Okay, cool. Hey Raj, I'm happy that you are back, man. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and start working on the other parts. So now we have got something till this, right? So what I want to do really is I want to go into this one. Once I logged in successfully, I need to also look at my profile. Okay, so we have got this logout button. At the same time, I want to have a profile view as well. So now if I go to my app.js, I could get a lot of things like this, right? So at this point, since it's going to be the username, password kind of a thing, we can just leave it. And here, if this is the state of the user, then we have to show the dashboard here, or we have to show the profile here. Okay. So what we can do is the profile should be like /username or that's going to be okay /users/ something. Okay. So what we will be doing here is we need the router switch. Okay. So I'm going to do the IMRR again, IMRR, and I don't want router here, but instead I want switch. So we have switch, root, nav link. Okay. Do we need really nav link? I'll just use link here. And what I'm gonna do here is, with that being given, at this point, we have written a lot of code. So I want to switch here. Okay. Right. So inside this switch statement, I have a route. Okay. So this route path is going to be slash, and this going to correctly exactly match this path. So that's why I put this one. Okay. So that is gonna first match it. If that doesn't match, then we have another route. Okay. Route slash users, and we have to give a user like username, something like that, username, something like this. And that is gonna have, this is user path, something like that I'm giving. Okay, before that I need to set the prettier settings. Sorry about that. I have to reset the settings so that this works. Okay. So if I do this way, but for the first thing, I need to make sure this is registered. So if I do like users slash hello or something like this, it's just gonna show me something like this. But I don't understand why this is not actually showing me, showing the CSS. So let's try to fix that one. Interesting. So which means the way we have used the CSS file is wrong. So we should be using this way. If we are using something like this, I guess this should be given in or totally in a different way. So yeah, let's try to use this one. But you also have something like this, public URL slash. So let's try to use that part. Okay. So this is going to be public URL slash this. So if I try to use this one, it's just going to show me the login screen. Okay. So this is something very important that we fixed today. So fix the bug that doesn't load CSS. Okay. Right. So let's see who is actually pinging me. Hey, Praveen. Hi, Ayush. I remember you, bro. 100%. Okay. Right. So we'll mute those people in WhatsApp and then let's continue. Hey, Akanksha is also here. Hi, Akanksha. Nice. Okay. So far what we have done, we have fixed that problem, and now we have got our switch and route and link here. So let's go back to our page here. So we have used switch and route. What about the link? Okay. So this particular page, right? I don't think we even need link here. So we'll just get rid of this link from this, and we'll just directly go into, okay, now it should be fine, right? Clear everything, refresh the page, user slash hell, it shows the thing here. So if I type in my name, Praveen and press enter, super, it says this is user path. Okay. So if I use this one, it's gonna show, okay, I cannot use that way, right? Fine. What I should be doing here is really, I would like to use a link tag. Okay. So for example, if I go back to my dashboard and here I'll add the IMRR. Actually, wait, IMRR. I just need the link, React link. Excellent. IMRL, similar to CMRL, I guess. Okay, so here we have got the button called logout. The same way, I'm going to use a link tag. this is not the same link tag that you would be using in your CSS, but this is a real link tag, which is the browser router link tag. Okay, and my profile, instead of danger, we can put success. So let's refresh everything, and then let's type in. Oh wait, if you go to the my profile page, you will see that you will be on the my profile page, and we should also give a back button as well. So verify user section, verified user section, thanks for verifying and all is there. And we have got the app.js where you have got the dashboard here. This is user path. We'll just put a paragraph on top of this. I'll check the YouTube comments in a few seconds. Sorry about that. And let's do this one. Link class name BTN success. Back to dashboard. Okay. So something that needs to go back to dashboard should be always there. So we will try to do something about that too. Okay. So I guess link is not there. Great. We shouldn't have removed this link from here. Okay, cool. Now we have got link, everything is here. And if we go to the dashboard, we have got everything as well. So BTN success. Now the profile is 2/users. My username I need, right? So where would I get my username? So users, user.username. I believe this should work. So let's try it out again. Praveen logged in successfully. So this says user/help, and then this is user path. Okay, back to dashboard, it comes here. So my profile, users/Praveen. Okay, perfect. That works, right? So now what I have to do is I need to give some space here. So MR2 might work. No, MS2. No, ME2. There you go. Cool. So that is a simple thing. Sundar Pichai, why do you need a cheap laptop, man? You are the CEO of Google, right? Get Google Chromebook. Okay. I would suggest something that runs on i5 with 8 GB RAM at least. Go with anything really. But what I would say is, if you have 50K budget, go with MacBook Air that has a lot of development tools and utilities that really helps you out. So that is something which I would say it is really good. Okay, so let's go on. So now we have got my profile page as well. So my profile page shows this. This is the user's path. Okay. So what we have done so far is, in the app, we have created a path to go to the user's page. So created a path to go to user profile page. Okay. And in dashboard, what are we doing? No changes in the dashboard. We just created a link. Added a link to my profile. Added a link to my profile. So far, any questions? Was it clear? No. 50K MacBook, oldest MacBook, yeah, and all, you don't need to worry. For 50K, I have seen some people who have bought MacBook Air 2015 model itself. That is actually cool. Hey, my system itself is a 2015 model only. So this is really good. And I guess for 50K, you get refurbished Apple laptops, which is really cool. I mean, like, see, all it needs is, like, you have to make, you have to run it in a smooth way. That's it, right? So that's all I would say. Really, I don't feel so, Sundar, because mine looks really cool. I mean, I love this Mac. It is running on, what should I say? This one is running on Sierra. So Sierra seems to be fine for me. So for the past few years, there are a couple of things that I cannot install, but that's fine. Or Praveen says, like, go for Asus. Asus, Dell, HP, those three are really good. I'm using a Microsoft Surface for live streaming and other things. But yeah, it depends. I mean, like, I'm not that kind of a Windows fanboy, because in Windows there is a lot of issues that you will face in case if you are doing the development part. I mean, it's just my personal opinion. But yes, I do understand that there is a budget constraint, and there are other constraints as well. So check out others, ask others as well. So anything that works for you, that works for you. Okay, cool. So now we have done all these things. Now for the users part, right? So you need to get something out. So here, what we have done, we have just put a component inside this, correct? So this is not an easy way of doing things, but if you want to add something else, like for example, I want to know which particular route is this one and how I will be adding contents to this one. So something like that. In that case, what I would be doing is I would be converting this whole thing into a different way. So what way I am going to convert this? So we have my profile here. So the my profile button goes from the app.js, right? So app.js has this render function. So has this root function. So this one is a normal static route, but this has come kind of like dynamic things. So let's cut all these things. Let's delete this one. Let's make it a self-closing thing. Then we will do a render. Render will take in a function, like there are render props here, and then it is going to give it to another component or something like that. Okay, so you can actually create a component like this. All right. I don't know. I'm just doing something crazy. I don't know whether this will even work as well. So I really don't know how I'm going to give these things here, but let's see. If I type in like a pre-tag and json.stringify, and if I give something like rp null comma 2, I don't think this works. Unexpected keyword nulla. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I don't know whether this one works, but let's try it out. If this works, this is going to be a game changer, really. We logged in successfully. Nothing works here, right? Yeah, it will not work. So if I try something like this, let's say hello. Okay, this is actually refreshing my page, because I'm actually editing in the in this component, right? So this will not work. So technically this is not at all working. Like really, it's not working at all. Yeah. So it is not even getting loaded. So what I need to do is, yeah, it is better I just create a new component. Okay. So that's the profile component. So profile page. So we can use pages or something like that. So new file profile / profile .js. Let's do RAFCE, and this is going to be .profile, and I'll add all these things here. So now the problem here is RP. RP is I guess it is here. And do we have anything else? Yeah, we need the user as well, right? So we need the user. Actually, it should be users. Then we'll also have the user as well, single user. And then we'll see what all things that we are getting here. Okay. So if we go back to this, instead of doing all these things, what I want to do is I want to render the profile component. Okay. This profile component will take in everything from RP. Okay. And another thing, this is not RP, this is props. I made it in a worst way. So this is props. We have user and users dot 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 props. Okay. And we will change this RP into props. So what I'm doing here is I create a profile component that has users, user, and all the rest of the props here. Okay. So now if I see here, link is not defined. Right. IMRR. And then let's use just link alone here. Okay. So now link will be undefined. Yeah, I know. So let's get rid of that here. Excellent. So if I do Praveen here, user is logged in successfully, and I get a lot of things. The props has got history, the props has got location, the props has also got match. In the match, I get the match.params.username is Praveen, and this is the user path. Okay, cool. Now no one is sending the users, the complete list of users and the current user as well, right? So the moment I log in here, I also want to have the users thing as well. So what is gonna happen here is once I create the complete login is done. So before that, let's do one thing. Let's try to add the profile page. Created a profile page. Right now, so far there is nothing here. And let me actually go check out the YouTube thing. Oh wow. Linux is better than Windows, but it's hard to use. But Sundar, I guess the recent version of Linux is really cool. Like for example, if you are using Ubuntu or something like that, that will be really helpful, right? Yeah. Exactly, Parveen is correct, because the moment I started knowing how Linux is so powerful, I started like ignoring Windows from that time onwards. Yes, and another thing is, yes, what Parveen says is correct. Nothing is hard when you start working on it, and you will start finding the awesomeness out of it. How much you need to learn Node JS? So Node JS wise, Node JS is in the backend side of things, and there are like loads of things that you can learn. But for working on these things, I guess it is fine to start with something basic. So know the programming language better, and then you can start how much ever you want to learn. It depends on whatever you are learning. Okay. So that is something which I'm going to say. My throat is completely bad. I'm so sorry about that. Next day I'll come with a better throat. Any suggestions for me? Because like I've been doing a lot of live streams these days, and it is totally, it is very very hectic. Oh, fine. I need to add the content of user and users. So the moment I do the successful login, so login user logged in successfully, right? So that happens. Then what I want to do is, but before that, what have we done so far? So added the profile page in the thing, added the profile root in app. So that's done. Then what we are supposed to do here is, once the user is logged in, okay, load all users once the user logs in. Should we do this way, or nope? Let's do it in a better way. So let's go to our profile.js. Okay. We don't want users from the parent. We just want to know we don't even want to know the current user. So no need of these things. So we have got, what are the props that we have got so far? So we have got props history. So we might need history. We might need, okay, we don't need history really. We need match. So with the match, what we are going to do is hello match dot params dot username. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Hello Praveen, something like this. Now this is not what we want really. Okay, we need to know the user's details here, which means before we load this one, we need a state. So I'm going to use state, and here instead of state, it's going to have the user details. Okay, so initial state is going to be null, and inside this one, if user, then do something else. Actually, oh sorry, actually just put a loading symbol. So it is going to be like on loading, something like this. Okay, we need a thing here. So use effect. This is something that we will be using for getting a thing that is done. So there is nothing that's gonna affect me. We are not going to do any cleanup part here. The only thing that we will be loading is we'll try to do the fetch call, get a particular user. Okay, so users helper, not this one. Users client helper is what we want. Services. So services, there is only auth service right now. So let's create a user service. I guess it is user or users.js. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to import the same thing. Then, okay, so first thing is get user details. Get a single user. Okay, so we will be sending the username, and this is going to be axios.get /API /users /username. Correct? So that is what is going to happen. So now what I will be doing is I'll be running the get user here. Get user. What is the username? This would be match.params.username. Okay. Get user. Okay. I'm not setting anything, right? But then what you're going to do is you get a response. Let's see what is there in the response. Res. Okay, so username equal to match.params.username, and here I'm gonna pass in get username. Okay. Now in the use effect, okay, if username, then do all these things. Then let's get the result. So if you inspect here, you'd be able to see that there is something has gone. I guess any fetcher xhr or something like that. So there is an object here. So we got data is here. Okay. So what we will be doing here is let's try to use res.data. So now we could see there is username, avatar, every single thing is here. Okay, let me have a quick look at the Yeah, no, nothing from the YouTube stream. Okay, cool. So we have got all the details about the user here. So now what I'm gonna do is this rest.data needs to be set into the user. Okay, so set user rest.data. Let's use username and then do this here. Okay, cool. So now if I do this way, I've actually added everything. So let's go ahead. Let's save it once again. So if I go to my profile, I could see hello profile, and this is the user path. And now, oh, it says hello Praveen itself. So which means the user has already been loaded here. So what I'm gonna do here is, if I try to add this one here, and let me do a pre-tag and user. So I have got everything here. So that should not be hello Praveen here, but it should be the name of the user. So let me put as h1 profile user, and let's do user dot name. So if I do this way, user Praveen Kumar Purushothaman comes in, and this person is a mentor, right? So let's do span dot label, and the type will be user dot role. Okay, so the labels are not working. Bootstrap label badges. It's supposed to be badges, I guess. So let's use 5.1 badge bg secondary, something like that. So badge bg primary we'll use, and let's see. Okay, cool. That looks nice. Now, okay, if you see in the normal view, it is going to show you this is user path, and we are in the dashboard. This one is dashboard, and this is the user's path here. Okay, cool. Now the next thing that we are going to do is, in my profile, we need to give all the details. So this is the username, this is the thing, etc. So we need to think of something. So for now, the user path is working perfectly fine. So if we go to the profile.js again, and we can get rid of this one, and we can also go to the back to the dashboard. So if I go to my profile, there is a small bit of a delay which says you're in this path or something like that. So we can actually do the delay here by going to your network. It says something called as throttling. Make it as slow 1 second or something like that. Okay. So I'm just going to click on the back to the dashboard. It will immediately go back. And if I click on my profile, it is loading and then coming here. So we can use a loading animation here really. Okay. So that is something which I wanted to do. So if you see loading GIF, something like, if you just switch on this one, there is something called as loading.io. So we can actually use one of the GIFs here. This is something like a classroom, right? This is Microsoft. Let us try to use a classroom kind of a thing. Do we have anything like a oh, these things are costly, it seems, but they actually look good. Preload a gallery, and something related to classroom. Let's see. Any suggestions? Classroom HUD. This thing looks really nice. Download with pro license, is it? So this one is a pro. Okay, this is not. We'll try to find out only the G stuff, and then that is free as well. You can use infinity, or maybe even this liquid is also good. Mm, let's look at something that is free. How can I um so everything is costly here. There's very less amount of free things. So free loader GIF. Hmm. Interesting. So let's try to animate everything and see what works for us. Loading bar, and we want everything in free, um, colorful. Apply, animate everything. Nice. We have got a lot of things right now. Just looking for something that is actually animated. The heartbeat looks really cool. Something related to education is what I want. Something related to the learning thing. Radar is actually super cool. Um, there are some nice 3D effects as well, which is cool. Anything that you all like. Use something simpler. Okay, cool. Um, okay, let's go with the flat ones. Apply filter, animate everything. We'll just go with the radar. Radar is actually, like trying to find out where exactly the thing is. Transparent background, yes. Keep original colors, okay. Cool. Animation speed is fine. Preloader size, this is also fine. Advanced the options, everything is looking good. So if we do generate, this is the GIF. So if I want to download it as GAF, I got the GAF. So if I go to imgur.com, I'll just upload this GIF here. So it is going to show me some kind of. So we have got this GIF right now. Retry. Okay, so is it because I deleted it before it was uploaded? Okay, let's try again. This actually looks really cool. Okay, so we have got this one here, and I'm just going to copy this one. Let's go back here to our VS Code, loading, and then we'll also put this paragraph here. We need to put a dot text center, and inside that we are putting this paragraph. We'll put this image, and we'll put loading, and then save it. So if we do this way, this is going to again run this whole thing. Or else let's go back to the dashboard, click on my profile, back to dashboard, click on my profile. So you see that there was this one. Okay, slow 5 seconds. Let's try this. Everything takes 5 seconds. Um, yeah. So in worst case, what you can do is in your server side, you can stop it by like slowing it down or something like that. You can do it that way. But anyway, so now we have seen that what is possible here, and it shows the loading screen, and then it shows the profile page. So any profile that you go, it's gonna show you the profile page like this. And we should also show you what exactly is there and stuff like that. So bg primary user.role, that's fine, and can just get rid of this one. So profile role, and then if we go have the profile dot scss, we don't have one. So what we will go as, let's go to app.js, app.scss, and let's do profile.scss. And we can add dot profile, and we have got profile role. This one we can make it as position relative top -2. Okay, -3, right? And we can also give margin left as 5 so that it shows it in a perfect way. Okay, cool. So that kind of works fine. Now we have got all the details here, but only thing that we need to do is we need to make this look really good. So on the right side, we are going to add an image of the you. Okay. So at the moment, if you see here, we have got everything here, and back to dashboard, we get all these things. So if you click on this one, it's going to go and show us this way. We have got everything here perfectly aligned and stuff like that. And we should actually put use all these details. So in this profile page as well. So we just added the profile stuff, profile CSS, and we have got this one. So here's where we are loading the users. Okay, so created a service call for the users. Okay, so that is what we did here. So if we try looking at this one, we are trying to load the user from the API, user details from API, store it in a local state using use state, get the data once every time the profile changes using the use effect dependency array. Okay, something like this is what we have done so far. So we can actually cancel this one, go to back to the dashboard. We can find that there is my profile and everything comes this way. Okay, so verify hash is true, which means this user is not activated, and we can push this content to the data here. So what all things that we did today? We created a lot of things. We did this React routing. We created a route for profile and dashboard. We created a profile page, loaded the data using use state and use effect. So use effect and dependency graph explained. Use effect and dependency array we learned. And then what else? What else did we do here? Oh, now visible. Oh, okay, cool, fine. So anything else that we did after these things? That's it. Is there anything else that we did? Okay, I guess that's all we made for today. And day 10 might be interesting. So we are going to start both the server and client concurrently, and we also, I guess this can be left for a kind of an advanced topic. So we'll just leave it this way. And I guess thanks everyone for coming. So let's not do a lot of things today. So far we have done so much, and close the saved ones. And yeah, so I hope whatever we learned today was interesting. And yeah, feel free to tell me what else we could add. And I need to now really design the profile page as well. So we will start working on designing of profile page on 10th episode, like tomorrow. Design the profile page UI, something like that. So we'll start working on that one. So all the code that I have written so far has been pushed, and that actually works as well. So in case if you want to clone it and run it, it is going to work perfectly fine because all the credentials and everything are also there. This is a full stack application, and it's a mono repo, and everything that is inside the data has got everything in it, like all the client and server, every single thing is there. So including the username and password, because everything we are what are we doing it, we are actually version controlling everything. And apart from these things, thanks a lot for coming in, and let's meet tomorrow same time, 15 minutes ago before. So every day at 9 p.m. IST. So see you all, stay safe, stay at home, and take care of yourself. So I could see that there are no more chat messages. Thanks a lot, Parveen, for helping Sundar out for buying the right laptop. And yes, Linux works a lot good, lot better. And Sundar, I would really like you to do that. Check it out, and I hope that helps. Okay, see you all, and stay home, stay safe, follow the local COVID protocols, and see ya. See ya tomorrow.